Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen, breaking news. The UN Security Council has voted unanimously for a ceasefire in Gaza immediately. Greetings, and salutations to all nations. Ladies and gentlemen, you know it's your favorite Jamaican. I'm Rastafari Soldier here on People TV. Thank you for tuning into the Rastaman channel. Build up the Rastaman panel. Ladies and gentlemen, the vote took place today. And of course, there was an unanimous agreement for a ceasefire now in the Gaza Strip and one abstainment. The only country to abstain from voting, the United States of America. Let's listen
Those
on the
in
US.
favor of the draft resolution contained in document S/2024/254, please raise their hand.
Notice in the crowd, everyone raised their hand except for
Those
the
against.
United States.
Abstention. The result of the voting is as follows: 14 votes in favor, 0 vote against, 1 abstention. The draft resolution has been adopted as Resolution 2728, 2024.
Colleagues, we appreciated the willingness of members of this council to take some of our edits and improve on this resolution. Still, certain key edits were ignored, including our request to add a condemnation of Hamas. And we did not agree with everything in the resolution. For that reason, we were unfortunately not able to vote yes. And we believe it was important for the council to speak out and make clear that our any ceasefire must come with the release of all hostages. Colleagues, we meet during the holy month of Ramadan. This should be a season of peace for Muslim communities around the world. Just as October 7th, Simchat Torah, should have been a day of peace for Jewish communities. This resolution rightly acknowledges that during the month of Ramadan, we must recommit to peace. Hamas can do that by accepting the deal on the table. A ceasefire can begin immediately with the release of the first hostage. And so we must put pressure on Hamas to do just that. This is the only path to securing a ceasefire and the release of hostages, as we have all called for today. That is what this resolution means. A ceasefire of any duration must come with the release of hostages. This is the only path.
Okay, families and friends, as you heard, again, another cowardly statement by the United States, ambassador to the UN. It's a betrayal of humanity, as today, the 25th of March, the United States nation, the Security Council adopt a resolution demanding an immediate ceasefire between Israel and Palestinian militants, Hamas, after the United States abstained from the vote, sparking a spat with their ally Israel. Now, abstaining meaning that they did not vote. The remaining 14 council members voted for the resolution proposed by the 10 elected member body, and also demanded the immediate and unconditional release of all hostages. There was applaud inside of the council chamber after the vote. This resolution must be implemented. Failure would be unforgivable. The UN Secretary General Anthony Guterres posted on social media as Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said failure of the United States to veto the resolution was a clear retreat from its previous position and would hurt Israel's war effort. And bid to release more than 130 hostages still held by Hamas. Our vote does not, and repeat, that it does not represent a shift in our policy. White House spokesperson John Kirby told the reporters, nothing has changed about our policy. Nothing. Maybe UNO want to look into it and change something. Following the UN, both Netanyahu canceled his visit to Washington by a high-level delegation that would be due to discuss planned Israeli military operation in the southern Gaza city of Rafah, where some 1.5 million Palestinians have sought shelter. The U.S. was perplexed by Israel's decision to consider it an overreach, said the U.S. official speaking in condition of anonymity. Why would you be speaking under anonymity when you're a U.S. official? Washington, let me tell you why. Because they're afraid of reprisal. Washington had been adverse to the word ceasefire early in the nearly 6 months of this war in Gaza Strip, which have seen so many children displaced. Yes, October 7th, the attack in Israel says killed 1,200 people. At first it was 14, now it's down. But the famine looms in Gaza amid the growing global pressure for the troops. The Palestinian Health Authority say that they have killed some 32,000 people, and the U.S. abstained on Monday to allow Security Council to demand an immediate ceasefire for the Muslim fasting month of Ramadan, which end in 2 weeks. Ladies and gentlemen, when they abstain, that means they did not put a vote. What a coward set of people. Where do the United States find these fake representatives? It is unfortunate and an outcry worldwide. It appears that if South Africa did not step in and bring these heinous crimes to the world, to the, international courts, it appears that this would have just been swept under the rug by the United States media. The media is displaying itself to show itself that it's a puppet for the establishment and will do and abide by their heinous crime. Everyone worldwide have seen the genocide that has been going on for the last 6 months in Gaza. Everybody has seen the genocide that's been going on for the last 75 years in Gaza. It's unfortunate that the world has sit by and have laid down like the lapdogs that for the United States and for the UN. As a matter of fact, the UN is the lapdog of the United States as they pressure countries into depression, political hic, and economical failures so they could jump in and steal the people's resource. It's a shame that the world has stand by for so long and have allowed Israelis to take advantage of the poor Palestinians, and when they stand up and do something to get attention from the world, they get plummeted with bombs and rocketed, shipped, made, and financed by the United States government while they sit on the hypocritical side of peace and love and democracy. It is unfortunate that the world has become the friend of the bullies, have become a shaking leaf in the wind, a set of cowards. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Rastafari Soldier here of Deep Roots TV. A ceasefire in Gaza has been ordered by the UN. The Security Council has, voted 14 to none, as the United States is the only country to abstain from voting. That means they had a coward ambassador of the United States to the UN at the table. She had no testicle fortitude nor no moral measure. Her matrix of morality has been decimated by the greed. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Rastafari Soldier here of Deep Roots TV, reporting live here in the Deep Roots studio. A ceasefire has been ordered by the UN Security Council immediately, as there has been a 14 to to one abstination. United States of America abstain from making it a actual 15-0, but the ceasefire has been ordered by the UN Security Council members immediately, and the return and exchange of all the hostages by Hamas and hopefully Israel, because I didn't hear that part, has been negotiated as part of the deal. Subscribe, like, and share to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. As you hear how I'm speaking, you know how I feel. More life and more joy and freedom for all, not for one, for everyone, because everyone's life matters. More life, more joy, ladies and gentlemen. Subscribe, like, and share. I'm Rastafari Soldier here of Deep Roots TV. Leave your comment, ladies and gentlemen, if you think this is a genocide, has been a genocide, as the world court has ruled that there's possibility when South Africa brought Israel to the world court, and now the UN Security Council members have said they are ordering a permanent or a temporary ceasefire immediately. Now, I hope Israel gets charged for these crimes that they have been committed. Subscribe, like, and share to the Rastaman channel. More life.
Hey, Deep Roots, man. How you guys doing out there? We having a good time, man. We're right in Fort Lauderdale Beach. We got dancing, we got partying, we got beautiful women. We doing good things over here. Deep Roots, man. Keep it real.
So from them mix with the fire, them have to mix with the lightning. Them mix with the lightning, them have to mix with the thunder. Them mix with the thunder, them got to mix with the world. And they so black people put the wicked them under. Hey, Babylon, me see them a fret and them a wonder. Who flashy lightning and who roll the thunder? Deep Roots flashy lightning and him roll the thunder. Babylon, me see that them a panda. Look how much of the youth them, well them fret and kill, look how much them put under. How much of the youth them, well them send a dove cut ya. Where Babylon the fire burn no longer. Babylon Deep Roots full of say you can't turn ya. Fire king, Rastaman and a real fire king. Whoa, fire king, Rastafari Soldier, real fire king. Yeah,
Pick up Deep Roots TV. Respect, make sure